Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back, and I wanted to come and run my mouth for a quick second, and then I got to get up out of here because I need to go get my hair cut. When I tell you my hair look a mess, and I ain't even messaged my barber yet to see if he has anything available. I'm kind of like sure he probably does. Hopefully he does, because if not, honey, don't know what we gonna do. Well, I do have that backup barber that I go to, just in case, you know, he isn't available. But you know, that barbershop, I've told y'all, that barbershop's so ignorant, honey. Ugh. I mean, they pretty much all the same qualities is kept, but I will say that the barber that I go to, for those who don't know, we used to work together. He actually used to date one of my friends. We used to work together, and that's how I met him. The barbershop that he works at, it's not too ignorant. You know, sometimes they go there, but it's not like the other one. The other one is just, I cannot wait till I get to the point where I have enough money where I can just have a barber come to my house, so I can avoid the whole barbershop and just the low level. Just if y'all want to hear just say some of the most ignorant stuff, go to the black barbershop. They might pull back a little bit. They might pull back a little bit, depending on the type of woman that's in there. If it's just men, then baby, it's a free-for-all, okay? It's like one band, one sound. Do you hear me? If it's a woman in the barbershop, they might pull back. But depending on if that woman joins in on the conversation, depending on if she's just as ignorant as them, then baby, it's on and popping. I used to go to one barbershop, I will say, that it was like they couldn't play any music that had cuss words in it. No profanity was allowed. If women or kids were in the shop, they had to watch what they said. You know, even when women and kids were not in the shop, it was still pretty much like they tried to keep the environment under control. Like, they tried to treat it as though this is a professional environment. We understand this is a barbershop, but it's not one of those barbershops. And I appreciated that. You know what I'm saying? Because even though you should show respect across the board, I do feel, and maybe this is like some of my old school ways of thinking, I do kind of feel like when there are women and children in the barbershop, like, y'all need to pull back some. I mean, it's already uncomfortable for me, but I'm used to it. You know what I'm saying? But like, when there's women and children in the building, like, y'all don't think y'all should like pull back just like a little bit, like a lot? You know what I'm saying? Most of them don't. Some of them, I can't even say some of them. I went to another barber, I forgot, my old barber. He had like some life-altering experience. He didn't cut hair for probably about 6 or 7 months. I had been going to him for years. When I say years, to the point where like he met my sister, he had met my best friend. That's how like long I had been going to him. Like, he would ask about my sister, all that stuff. But I still never really knew what happened to him. All I know is that when he came back to cutting hair, he had just a completely different outlook on life. Like, he never was like one of those barbers where like he just was like ignorant. You know what I'm saying? I felt comfortable going to him. but like you couldn't curse. He wanted everybody to communicate. Like it got to the point where he felt like turning the TV on in the barbershop was too much because we need to be talking to each other. We should be getting to know one another. Like get to know your brother, get to know your, like he was on some real like, yes. If you cursed, he would tap you on the shoulder. No cursing. Oh, I'm sorry. He was nice. The only reason why I stopped going to him is because he started cutting hair too far away from, like it would sometimes take me an hour to get to him, depending on traffic. Girl, sometimes literally it would take about 3 or 4 hours just to go get my hair cut. Because if I got to him, and now he was bad on this, his time management was horrible. I remember one time I went to him and he was like 2.5 hours behind. Girl, how are you 2.5 hours behind? What you been doing? And I would wait. But it just got to the point where I'm like, girl, this is too much because I'm driving all the way out here for a haircut. You know what I'm saying? Or either I'm getting caught in traffic on the way back, or when I get out here, you're not ready. And it took me an hour to get here. Now I gotta sit here and wait an hour. Then before, that's not even including you cutting my hair. And now it's time for me to go back home. Like it just became a mess. And so I was like, I can't do this. And that's when I ended up finding a new barber. Anyways, yeah, I'm about to go get my hair cut. The moral of the story is, I'm about to go get my hair cut, honey. My hair look a mess. I'm sure he got something available. I think I'm gonna get the sides lighter. I think I want my fade to be a little bit lighter on the side this time. You know, as crazy as it sounds, you remember the last time when it looked like I had just like got some, like he had just, it looked like on camera, like I didn't have a fade. It did look like that. However, I did have a fade. The fade was just hot. And after a while, I started liking it. At first, I hated the haircut. And I was like, you know, it's actually not that bad. I felt like it kind of gave me a little, you know what I'm saying? So I think today I'm going to tell him to just go up a little higher with the fade. Anyways, girl. Then I got to go to the nail. I got to go get my nails. I'm trying to decide whether or not I should get the gel, you know, that gel fingernail polish, or just the regular fingernail polish. Because the gel, I like the fact that it lasts a long time, but it's horrible on your nails. The other nail polish is cheaper, but honey, girl, that nail polish started chipping away, girl, the next day or 2 days later. So I don't know. And with that gel, you can't, like if you don't have, I guess, the stuff at your home that they use, then you can't really take it off, right? It's not like regular nail polish where, girl, you can just go get some fingernail polish remover and just remove it yourself. But yeah, I'm going to get my nails done. Honey, you know, I had to, we'll talk about that another day. But girl, I had to cut back on going to the nail shop, honey. Because, you know, at one point I was going like, see, my nail already chipping. Last time I broke one of my nails, I was so, well, yeah, I kind of did break it. Anyways, all right. Let's go ahead and get into this. Who are we talking about? Ooh. Khloe Kardashian. Or like I like to call her, Khloe Simpson. Khloe Rolden. Khloe Simpson Rolden Kardashian. Okay? According to Neighborhood Talk, Khloe Kardashian says no one sees Tristan Thompson's good sides, reveals that she heard about paternity drama from Kim while filming, says it was fucked up and offensive. Neighbors, it seems like Khloe is going to stick beside Tristan cheating Thompson. I don't know why I call him Thompson regardless. While appearing on Tuesday's episode of Not Skinny But Not Fat podcast, Khloe explained Tristan has good sides that people don't see. She also recalled her frustration over how she heard about Tristan's paternity drama. Khloe tells podcast host, it's sad because like there are so many good sides to him as well, but no one gets to see those because they're all overshadowed by like the personal stuff that's going on between him and I. She continues by defending Tristan. People do make mistakes, adding that he is still a good person yet not a good partner with me. Khloe and Tristan has had their share of ups and downs, but it doesn't look like he will be missing out on any family photos. I just appreciate that we get along really well, Khloe added, stating that True FaceTimes him every night, and it's just like very like cordial. There's just not drama. Like, to me, the facts are the facts. What are we continuously fighting about? I don't need to know everything, but I know the facts, and that's enough for me. Khloe revealed that she didn't get any sort of heads up from Tristan before the news broke of Marley's pregnancy, calling it effed up and offensive. She shared that she found out about the drama through Kim Kardashian and learned the news in real time, and the Hulu cameras were rolling. I tell you, baby, ain't no way. I'm sorry. But see, this is what happens, Khloe, when you move the way you move, right? Because we know Khloe Kardashian, she moved real grimy and slimy. Okay? Ask Larsa Pippen. Ask Trina. Ask Jordan, the first baby mama of Tristan's. So we know Khloe. We know how she moves in these streets, okay? With that being said, baby, bitch, it'll be a cold day in hell before I ever got on a podcast and said that a man who sent me into early labor, for the girls who don't know, I know some of y'all don't watch Keeping Up with the Kardashians, but Tristan Thompson sent Khloe Kardashian into her early labor. And then she turned around and named that baby Thompson. This nigga done cheated on you 11 times. And you got the nerve to get your dumb ass on a podcast and still try to act like, girl, he got good sides. If he does, the simple fact that Tristan has been I don't want to say he's been famous since he met the Kardashians, but I don't really hear about. I'll go out on the limb and say that the celebrity that he has now is probably not the same. The amount of attention that he receives now is probably not the amount of attention that he received prior to getting with Khloe Kardashian. Is that safe to say or no? You know, I really don't follow sports like that unless it got to do with some mess. So I could be wrong about that. Girl, I'm not getting on no motherfucking... But the moral of the story is I'm not getting on no podcast defending a nigga who treated me like shit. Now, bitch, I don't have to go out here and trash you. I might, depending on how I feel that day. Okay? But I don't have to go out here and trash you. But, bitch, I'm damn sure not going to say nothing good about you. Nigga, fuck you. Okay? That's how I would look at it. Y'all be so... This is the real gag, right? Like, you could be, I mean, because this is the thing. This is how this will work. Khloe could either go out there and tell the truth about Tristan and how he really is, which we already know he's, you know, somewhat of a shitty person. Because anybody, regardless of how you feel about Khloe Kardashian and her trifling ass ways, anybody who could do that to someone over and over and over, it shows the type of person that you are. A part of you anyways. So either she could come out here and she could, you know, I guess tell the truth about Tristan. And then people will say, oh, she shouldn't say that because when True gets older, she's going to hear about the things that Khloe said about her dad. But them being in the position that they're in, True's going to find out about her daddy anyways. Or either True could grow up like a lot of kids grow up, right? And think that their father walks on water, right? And Khloe could try to hide the truth from True. Of course, she doesn't need to know the ins and outs of what's going on right now. She's just a baby. But as she gets older, she could try to hide the truth from True. And then True could feel like, you know, like the Lisa Rays of the world and the Suttons of the world, or like my daddy was, you know, the next best thing to sliced bread. But then your mama got a whole different experience with your daddy. And then True, you know, so it would be one of those back and forths. Like, well, my daddy was this and that and that. But girl, the world and Khloe, personally, she knows the way your daddy was. I wonder how long Khloe's going to go with this, you know, defending Tristan in the name of True. That makes sense what I'm saying? It is what it is, girl. One thing about it, two things for sure, baby. They gonna defend, y'all gonna defend these niggas, come right or come wrong. Ain't no motherfucking way. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Ain't no fucking way. Dog me out if you want to. But see, again, it's kind of hard because not Tristan, Khloe, we low-key know you ain't shit. That's probably why, girl, you got to give him a pass because you know how your ass move in these streets too. Khloe said she only had one nose job. I mean, she said it. I mean, I kind of believe her. I kind of believe her. But that ain't the only thing you had done to your face, mama. What about them lips? So you had the lips. We know, because girl, you got the lips done. You got the nose job. And then I also figured out, because Khloe has lost weight, when you lose weight, your face will, you know, of course, it becomes slimmer. And then she wears contacts sometimes too. And then I also think because of her hair, she dyes her hair. But Khloe looked like a completely different person. Khloe Kardashian addresses rumor that she's had 12 face implants. I've had one nose job. This is according to Baller Alert. In a new interview, Khloe Kardashian addresses the rumors that she's had multiple face implants. Girl, it looked like it. On Tuesday, Khloe appeared. Girl, we already talked about that. Where she admitted it did used to bother me when people were saying I've had 12 face transplants. I'm like, oh my God, I have? I was like, that's crazy. Recently, Khloe revealed that she has had one nose job and couldn't figure out where the rumor originated from. It didn't bother me. It offended me, she shared. I just couldn't figure out why people thought that. I've had one nose job that I love. Like, I want everyone to know I don't care to lie about it. The Good American founder said, but the transplant thing, I just want to understand why before joking. That sounds amazing later in life, but now I'm good. She also said she smoke only. Thanks for confirming you smoke a little. We've been talking about this for a while. I smoke only to go to bed. I actually hate being high. I literally think about my breathing. It's awful. I'm not a weed person. I don't care if people do it at all. It's just not for me, but it puts me to sleep. So when I'm struggling, I'll take a puff and pass out. Girl, well, all the shit that your baby daddy done put you through, bitch, I'm surprised you just not smoking a little bit of weed. Because that nigga done wore you out, Khloe. That nigga is wearing you out, and you still getting your dumb ass on the podcast down to the iPod. Shout out to Nene, girl. I listen to it to the iPod, okay? Girl, you still getting your dumb ass on the podcast defending that nigga. Girl, no wonder why you need some puff pass, girl, in order to go to sleep, girl. I'm surprised your ass not over there, girl. I was about to say black ass. As far as I'm concerned, girl, OJ is Khloe's daddy. But, girl, I'm surprised your ass not over there, girl, tossing back a couple of bottles of wine. The way that nigga done put your ass through it. Shit. Girl, you done let a nigga wear you down. Girl, you over there. Khloe said, Khloe, I need to be hot in order to go to sleep because this nigga done wore me out, okay? All them faces you done had. That nigga still treat you like the first Khloe, okay? Remember Khloe used to be everybody's favorite? Remember that? I like the old Khloe. Kourtney Kardashian reveals she was told to drink Travis Barker. Girl, I know you lying. Kourtney Kardashian has been walking fans through her IVF journey in her new show, The Kardashians on Hulu. In the latest episode, Kourtney and her now husband, Travis Barker, met with a specialist who gives them helpful tips to get pregnant. I can't remember what he said, if it was high or low, Kourtney said about a doc she previously spoke to. But he told us, well, he told me that the thing that would help it was drinking Travis's CUM like 4 times a week. Martha laughed at the interesting suggestion, but it appears that Kourtney and Travis tried something else instead, a cleanse which required the couple to abstain from exercise, caffeine, and sex. Kourtney, girl, what if it's a sign from God that, girl, the shop is closed? How about that? Y'all ain't never thought about that? Y'all ain't never thought about sometimes, girl, Kourtney, you got 3 kids already. How many Travis got? What if God, girl, what if God is trying to tell you something? God is trying to tell you something. Maybe God is trying to tell you something right now, right now, right now. Oh, God is trying to tell you something. God is trying to tell, thank you, God. Okay? See, Daddy, sinners have soul too. Girl, yes. God is trying to tell you something. God is trying to tell you something. Maybe God is trying to tell you something right now, right now, right now. Girl, what if he's trying to tell you something? Girl, the shop is closed, bitch. Girl, you over there drinking. Girl. How many kids Travis got? Let's see. Travis Barker kids. So he got 2. Bitch, I got 5 kids in between y'all. Sit y'all old asses down somewhere. How old is Travis? Travis is 46, damn near 50. Sit your old ass down. How old is Kourtney? Kourtney is 43. If y'all don't sit y'all old asses down somewhere, be thankful you got the 3 that you got. Because from what I understand, I'm looking, I almost cussed at them kids. Girl, from what I understand, girl, they say your kid's bad as hell. So while you trying to have one with Travis, girl, go raise the ones you got. Because I heard they hell on wheels. I remember when that nanny, was that Penelope who scratched the nanny eye or something and the nanny quit? Let me tell you something. And I'm going to stand by this. Nannies, they're used to dealing with children. So that's their job, okay? So if a nanny up and quit, it's because your child was out of control. And you were not trying to correct the situation. That was not the first time that nanny that Penelope had stopped the shit out of somebody. Whatever she did to that nanny. Then remember they got mad because Corey said he would have beat the shit out of her little ass. Now we don't hit the kids no more. But I can see why Corey that slipped out of Corey's mouth. Corey, you know Corey ain't gonna put his hands on them kids. It was just something to say. Y'all need to sit y'all old asses down. Oh, child. Brandy, that's another one too. Girl, I'm not trying to make none of the girls mad. So listen. Brandy, I love Brandy. I do. You know, I have been a fan of Brandy and her music since Never Say Never. I knew all of her singles from the first album, but I didn't become a fan of like Brandy's like that until Never Say Never. Now, I ain't gonna lie, she lost me on that last album. What was it called? 7? Yeah, I really couldn't get into that album like that. But the ones prior to that, girl, Never Say Never, Aphrodisiac, baby, Aphrodisiac, baby. That's the one y'all. Now, Aphrodisiac, that's the one y'all hoes slept on. Okay? Aphrodisiac, girl, Quad is kept. Quad is kept. Y'all slept on the Human too. Y'all really did. Aphrodisiac, y'all was sleeping and y'all hoes still ain't woke up. And Human. Full Moon, bitch. Ooh. Full Moon is my, Full Moon, bitch. You can put Full Moon on and let it play right through. You really can. Oh, I believe in us. Tell me. Yeah, bitch. I'm about to listen to B-Rocker when I get off of here. Brandon, we love Brandon, but Brandon, I want you to sit your black ass down. So Brandon came out with a diss record for Jack Harlow, the little white boy. That white boy, no, he cute too. The little white boy, he a rapper. He from, what, Louisville, Kentucky? He like 24, 25. He said some shit about not knowing who Brandy was or referring to her as Ray J's sister. And remember India Arie got online and was offended? Girl, I'm sorry. I love me some India Arie. Voice to India is one of the greatest albums, okay? Love India Arie. But I really didn't understand this from the get-go. While I love Brandy, while I think a lot of people love and respect Brandy, I think that some of us were lost, confused. Oh, why, girl, it was outraged at this white boy. I guess because he's a rapper, right? He should know who Brandy is. Now, Brandon came out with a diss record. Brandy, why you come out with a diss record, girl? What was all this energy at? I'm not trying to be messy and bring up old shit. I'm really not. I'm not trying to be messy or bring up old shit. But Brandon, where was this energy at when Monica was whooping your ass at the VMA Awards? Was it the VMA Awards? When they sung The Boy's Mind and it was rumored, girl, that Monica had knocked your ass out backstage. I'm just trying to figure out where was all this energy when, girl, Gunica was on your ass. Girl, Brandy, you damn near pushing 50, girl, trying to have a rap beef with some little white boy from Louisville, Kentucky. You don't sit your ass down. And I say that with love. I do. I love Brandy. I love Brandy's music. But I just feel like this beef is so unnecessary. I feel like it's a one-sided beef. It kind of feels like Remy Ma, how she's always mentioning Nicki's name. And it's like, girl, Nicki ain't even paying you no attention. Shout out to Brandy. Shout out to Jack Harlow with his cute self. Why Van Lathan said that Brandy and Ray J were the closest thing, like as brother and sister, to like Janet Jackson and Michael Jackson. Girl. I was trying to understand what he was saying. I was trying to understand what he was saying. And I kind of understand it to a certain degree. I'm not giving nobody that title. And I'm not giving it to Ray J or Brandy. And that's all due respect to Brandy. Do y'all know who Michael Jackson is? No tea, no shade. Do y'all know who the fuck Michael Jackson and Janet Jackson? Do y'all know who the fuck Michael Jackson was and Janet Jackson is? Do y'all know the impact they had? And you gonna sit here and say out your goddamn mouth that the closest thing is Ray J and Brandy? Respect to Ray J and Brandy for what they've accomplished. Respect to Sonya Norwood for what she, you know, has done for her kids. But I'm not gonna put them I'm not putting them as the next thing next to Michael Jackson and Janet Jackson. It's not gonna come out my fucking mouth. And it shouldn't come out of y'all's either. Y'all just be getting on the internet saying any fucking thing. That's the problem. Y'all get on the goddamn World Wide Web saying anything that comes to your goddamn mind. And now we all sitting there looking crazy. And then when some of us sit here and question what the fuck you just said, then some of y'all want to have a goddamn fit. Stop saying shit that don't make sense. And we love Brandy. I don't want nobody to get it twisted. All right, I'm gone. I'll talk to y'all girls later. Bye.